Thank you very much, Joe, from the studio. And yes, we are here at TerraGarden. And for those of you who think that you want one of these in your house, it doesn't matter if you're staying in landed property, it doesn't matter if you're staying in a semi-detached house, it doesn't matter if you're even staying in a condominium. You can have one of these Neo Nusantara beautiful gardens right in your home. So find out how you can do that on The Breakfast Show right after this. Don't go away.
I wonder what Naz is.
I know, let's ask him.
I think.
Because right now he's with some potted plants.
That's right, he's inspecting the foliage over there. Let's cross over now to, is it TerraGardens?
TerraGardens. Naz, tell us what you have for us in the next hour.
Thank you very much, you guys at the studio. But let me ask you this. How would you guys fancy a bath in the great outdoors? I'm here at TerraGarden, where it's the Malaysia's first integrated garden design center. We'll be talking about the Neo Nusantara concept. Well, basically, the Neo Nusantara concept is all Malaysian, and find out how you can have all this and enjoy the great outdoors right in your own backyard. It's won accolades across the globe: Switzerland, Australia, Ireland. It's something worth waking up for. So do stay tuned. Now, that's something that definitely can be implemented in Malaysia, especially for those of you who are art lovers. You'd want to see Kuala Lumpur be the center of arts and crafts. Well, maybe we could get the City Hall to strew around some pianos around so people can start playing in the streets. I don't know if that's such a good idea in Malaysia, especially with the hot and humid weather. All right, speaking of arts and crafts, now having a beautiful garden in your house is a total relaxing experience, especially when you integrate all the different elements of smell, sight, touch, sound, and of course relaxing maybe with your favorite meal or a cup of coffee. Well, we're here to speak with Mr. Desmond Ho, who is the Managing Director of TerraGarden, and who is the, orang Melayu kata pelopo, the purveyor of the Neo Nusantara concept. Hi Desmond, how are you doing?
Morning Nas.
Good morning. And unknown, just a little bit of trivia as well. Mr. Desmond Ho speaks fluent Bahasa Melayu due to his mixed upbringing. You're from Malacca?
Truly Malaysian.
Truly Malaysian, that's what we want to hear. And you're also pushing a truly Malaysian concept here at TerraGarden?
That's right, Nas. It's been about 9 years since we started, and it's a long journey, I would say. So journey of up and down. I can remember in the beginning, Nas,
yes,
it's like, what Malaysian garden? You know, if you talk about Balinese garden, you have a picture. Japanese garden, you have an identity, you know. But what is a Malaysian garden?
Exactly. So that's where you come in with a strong branding presence.
That's right.
To push the Malaysian garden concept, which is Neo Nusantara.
That's right.
Very humble beginnings. In 1991, Desmond started off with a garden mart, yes? Where you sold knickknacks and so on and so forth. So what the facility that you have here is simply amazing.
Thank you, Nas. Actually, as I say, it's a long journey. A lot have been learned since then. When we started, actually, we do get support as well. Obviously, we do have people who's not very, skeptics who thinks that this won't work.
Yes.
But we take it as challenge. And I say it's been 9 years, and we have seen that not only local actually beginning to accept. We have about 4,000 customer base in Klang Valley.
And Klang Valley
so that proves that the concept works actually. And we have strong followers. But in overseas, we have permanent showroom, and we have actually foreigners who actually owning Malaysian garden.
Excellent. That's what we call the glocal Malaysian, glocal. And well, let's also talk about the fact that you've brought this concept abroad, and you've won awards as well. So you basically putting your money where your mouth is, yes?
I mean, as I said just now, we took the challenge, and then we have to prove to ourselves, we have to prove to the people actually the concept actually working, and then our experience actually, my first experience in Zurich is actually fantastic, because I can imagine still picture, you know, the first day when we open up our booth, people coming in, and everybody looking at our booth,
and wow, what is this concept? Yes,
you know,
that's the look. Yeah,
but they're so I wouldn't say amazed, or but none of them want to walk into our booth.
Oh goodness. Was it because you were intimidating?
No, because we are so different from the rest.
I see.
But what I did is actually, you know, I said, we have to be us. We have to be. We have to express what we are, and inviting them in. And then when they came in, they get to know the concept. They get to know actually like a mysterious culture that we are, or lifestyle that we are expressing here. And then after that, it's non-stop. Everybody is coming into the booth and wanting to know more and more and more. So that's where I think.
Jadi lama kelamaan sambutan tu kiam menyerlah lah orang kata.
Yeah.
Bagus.
Tak kenal maka tak cinta.
Itu yang kita nak beritahu or something we want to share with our audience as well. Tak kenal maka tak cinta. Very, very famous line. And so far for Neo Nusantara, you have 4,000 customer base here in Klang Valley and Selangor. Rancangan untuk mengembangkan TerraGarden ke seluruh negara ada?
Yes, I mean it's a question that I've been waiting actually, and we wanted actually to expand locally, nationwide, but we went abroad first. But I think it's right time right now actually to look internally and actually to reach out to the people like all over Malaysia, like Sabah, Sarawak, you know, Kuantan, Penang, Johor, and we are actually putting up a program, a franchising program, a very interesting one, where actually we are targeting, you know, now you know, if whoever out of job, you want to start a business, a small business, and business that gives you satisfaction. That I can vouch for.
Good.
You know?
Satisfaction.
Yeah.
That is the key word that we are looking for. Yeah. All right.
Please contact us.
Hey, Chewa, don't worry. I'll be contacting you soon. That's for sure. Because my house setting up, I need a nice garden, and that's something else we want to talk about as well. Because here in especially urban centers, many people live in condominiums, high-rise buildings, but they still want that homely concept. So one of the things they could do is have some indoor plants as well. If I'm not mistaken, this is a money plant.
Yeah.
Yes, one of the toughest plants that you can neglect for a little bit, especially if you're busy going here and there, and it can still thrive. Am I correct?
Yeah. So, Nas, actually, for those who live in this apartment, small spaces, I call it, there's actually more interesting, in fact, because you don't have a big garden to take care, so maintenance is much lesser.
Maintenance is good, yeah.
But you still can enjoy the full impact of plants. But you have to get to know the plant first.
You're talking as if the plant is a person like that.
Yeah, you have to start an affair with plant.
I see. Oh, that's something new for me. All right.
Okay, just for example, this money plant.
Yes.
Money plant is so hardy, and then it's so well known. Actually, you can find in every offices, houses, and all that. The interesting bit is actually you don't have to grow it in soil as well. You can just take cuttings.
Okay.
And then you can just put a little bit pebbles and water in a nice clean jar or glasses.
And it will thrive?
Yeah, it will thrive.
Oh, right.
But must remember that every plant requires photosynthesis to survive.
To survive, yes.
So it requires some kind of lighting. But indoor plant, as we know, it doesn't require full direct sunlight. But it still requires light.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that indoor plant, a lot of people make this mistake. Because indoor plant, they put indoor, they close all the curtain, they go to work. For the whole day, the plant sits in the dark.
That's
so
not
that
a good idea.
Kill the plant.
All right, so that's a tip for our viewers as well. For those of you who are familiar with indoor plants, but have this misconception that, we put it anywhere, it will survive. You put it in a toilet also, it can survive, you know. But it still needs a little bit, even indirect sunlight will help the plant produce its own food, which is, the process is called photosynthesis. And other than money plants, what are some of the other more popular ones, such as this one? I'm quite fascinated with the color as well.
Okay, actually, Chrysanthemum is the name of this. Yeah, this is actually a very hardy plant as well. It's a family of bromeliad. But Nas, it's not that how unique the plant. It's not how colorful the plant.
Okay.
It's actually the whole health of the plant. You see, the plant gives an aura if it's healthy, if it's bushy, and then the trick is actually you need to have a proportionate plant with the pot. That they actually complement each other. So the planters or the decorative planters also play a very important part. But I would say that keep your plant healthy first. Once you have healthy, even if it's a common plant, it will give that glow, the glow of life, the glow of freshness. So that's what you want out of indoor plant.
And it changes the whole outlook of your indoor household.
That's right.
So to speak, yeah. Excellent. And a lot of people are very fond of these small, little ones. But how feasible is it to have a big one in your house?
Well, you still can, but my advice is, you know, you break your back if you have to carry too big a pot, right? So what you do is actually you do double potting. The plant itself sits in a plastic pot, which is light, you can carry with one arm. And it sits into a decorative pot. So in that sense, if you need to move the plant out or you need to change the plant,
You just lift one.
that's right. And you can actually, there's actually a lot in the garden center. You can find actually a compatible plastic pot and a decorative pot that come along.
All right.
And also another tip is actually for big plant, in order, you know, you don't want to kill your plant, because you kill your
Exactly.
plant and then you have to move it out, purchase again. With the current economic situation, you can't do that. So what you do is actually, you might want to house them, like in your dry area or your balcony area. These are the bright spot, shady or bright spot. You see, when you want to enjoy your plant during weekends, you bring your plant, you can put everywhere, on top of the TV, dining table, everywhere. But during the work day, from Monday to Friday, maybe you move your plant to this area, like in the balcony or dry area, and keep them there. So the concept is actually, if you want to enjoy the plant, bring them in and
So
enjoy
it's like a rotation policy.
That's right. But
That's
if you're
a good
not
idea.
enjoying the plant,
Uh-huh.
keep the plant and let them enjoy themselves.
Hati
Yeah.
perut sikit lah, Spukap. Plants also have their own thoughts and feelings. Some people say, you know, they actually communicate with their plants. And the best way to keep it healthy is to house them in a separate compartment or a separate part of your house where there's enough sunlight, there's enough nutrients, there's enough water. And when guests come to the house, maybe,
That's right.
it's about taking them out and just putting it nicely. And it's not just for a misconception that more women rather than men like to have plants in the house.
Oh no, I think Nas. Now you know the world is changing. You know, you see a lot of cooks shows and all that.
All
you see
men.
the men. Yeah,
Exactly.
Right.
Because we do a better job. My wife's going to kill me after this. Huh?
Well, but you see, I'm still have this vision of a man and woman, you know, on the street in the evening or Friday evening, especially carrying a pot of plant and then walking back to the apartment.
Yes,
You
yes,
see,
yes, yes.
that kind of gives the image of environmental friendly, conservation, green, you know,
Yes.
health, this kind of image.
These are important topics that are close to everyone's heart, not just Malaysians but around the world as well. Thank you very much, Desmond, for
Thank you.
those few tips. But when we do come back, we're going to be talking about the Neo Nusantara concept, an all-Malaysian concept, which has won awards around the world, and how you can have it in your own home. Stick with us on The Breakfast Show, worth waking up for. All right, there's your chance to win Putri Gunung Ledang, the musical tickets right here on The Breakfast Show. Yes, we're concentrating on all things Malaysian after all. And I'm here still at TerraGarden, Malaysia's first integrated garden design center with Mr. Desmond Ho. Thank you very much for being with us here this morning.
Thank you, Nas.
And as you can see, the background over here, this is the Neo Nusantara concept. Over here, you could see the design of the light is fashioned after a bubu. This is the traditional Malay fish catching device, and it's quite nice actually, Desmond. So where do you get the inspiration for such things?
Well, Nas, when we came up with this Malaysian garden, of course we are trying to express a Malaysian lifestyle. So it begins from, you know, Malaysian. Where's Malaysian garden? In the village, everywhere outside the house is a garden.
Yes, exactly.
Not like in the city now. You know, your terrace house, you got that
Got
5
gate
by
lah.
10, your small space and all that. You know, but that's where I want to start to express how Malaysian lifestyle is. Actually, it's beautiful lifestyle. As we go along later, I will explain to you more, Nas.
So it's reminiscent of your time back in Melaka lah, your kampung, eh?
Well, yeah, definitely childhood. You know, free. You know, no commitment.
No commitment. Those were the good old days lah, so to speak. Yes. Nak tahu sikit, Desmond ni baba dari Melaka, orang Melaka lehai. And let's talk about some of the furnishings as well within TerraGarden. Now, when people see wood, a lot of people think, oh, this one Bali concept ka. So is there a bit of confusion or is there a distinct difference?
Well, definitely, because anything with wood, they will consider is Bali.
Exactly,
That's
exactly.
Right. So it's hard time for us actually to differentiate ourselves. But what we did, we stick to our gun, is actually we make sure that our expression, our product that we express, the idea, the concept is original us. And then we make sure that we don't go down to Bali or we don't go down to Thailand and then bring a container load of stuff and trying to actually put it into our garden.
Exactly.
So all the works you can see here is original from a local, and you can work with local craftsmen and artisan to come up with those pieces.
So inilah belilah barangan buatan Malaysia orang katakan. And the concept that you're pushing forward for TerraGarden is Neo Nusantara. Can you tell us a bit about Neo Nusantara itself?
Okay, Neo is new actually. Nusantara is the Malay archipelago.
Exactly.
So Malaysian, we cannot run from the fact that our influence comes from this region. So but what we did is actually we take whatever came into Malaysia, coexisted together, and then we give it an interpretation. Stop short at going down to their roots.
I see.
So if not, then we go to the Negeri Sembilan study on the Minangkabau, we end up in Sumatra. Or you go, the Bugis, you might end up in Riau or somewhere.
Exactly. So keeping things simple, going back to Nusantara, the Malay archipelago, but taking a contemporary twist. And this is the particular concept. You can have outdoor concept, and you can have a little corner for yourself where you can relax. This is a sample that what TerraGarden can do for our viewers. For example, over here, take a look. You can take a bath outdoors. Come, let's have a seat, Desmond, because I wanted to ask you.
Nas, if it is outdoor shower like this, you don't take a seat here. You take a seat inside.
Betul.
You take inside, you know.
There you go.
Okay, with your drinks like this.
Wow.
So what the concept is actually, when you do outdoor living,
yes,
you know, think about your indoor living. What you can do inside, you can do outside. You actually can bring outside. So this, you have an indoor shower, jacuzzi and all that, right? You can have it outdoor too. And then you must remember that, Nas, during, I can remember this when I was child, kids running around. We don't have, how we take our water is from the well.
Yes.
So I remember school holiday is normally that is a fun time.
Okay.
So we wake up a little bit late, 10 o'clock in the morning. You know, when the sun is basking at your back, you take water from the well and then you pour.
Oh, that is so relaxing. Yes.
And not only that, when you look up, you most right of face, you look up, it's pokok patai or you know, it's canopy of a tree.
Semualah.
Okay, where do you get this now?
Exactly. You can't really find this kind of place here in Malaysia anymore. In urban centers, basically. Yeah.
But that's why don't despair that actually in the concept of Neo Nusantara or this Malaysian garden, we also try to express, try to bring back this you know, pleasure, simple pleasure, that every day you go to a bathroom or you know, go to toilet, you can actually you know, invite nature into.
That's it. Living with at one with nature. That is part of the Neo Nusantara concept. Very, very interesting. And here's another concept of Neo Nusantara I wanted a little bit of explanation on. Neo Nusantara integrates the 5 senses: sight, smell, touch. Of course, taste if you want to bring some food to enjoy in your garden as well.
Nas, can I wake up and talk to you? Sit down too long already.
I think so.
don't
I think
wake
it's a
up.
good idea. And I know this thing works. So just in case we get wet in the bathtub, it's not a good idea. But yeah, let's talk about the 5 senses.
You see, like when you are enjoying outdoor, all right, and you are talking about the nature, the element of nature, and when you say that the element of nature, you first. The most important thing is actually sight.
Sight, yes, definitely.
Sight.
All right.
Beautiful place like this, you see. You have a beautiful place like this. It attracts people. So it attracts people.
Look at that. Yeah.
So you come near. When you come near, you must be rewarded by touch interpretation. If say you can sit down there, I can sit down here.
All right.
All right. So if you can sit down, and in nice beautiful place, that is touch. And then you listen to the nice soothing sound of water.
You can have these water features anywhere within the Neo Nusantara concept.
The concept is actually if you put your water feature close to where you sit down, and that's where you can enjoy. If you put it far in on the right hand corner of your house or left hand corner of your house,
you can't hear.
Yeah.
I see.
And then also we make sure that we incorporate fragrance plant surrounding.
Fragrant plants as well.
Yes, right. And if you don't have a fragrance plant, we advise you to have some this potpourri or you know, fragrance stuff that actually can stimulate the sense smell. And you're having a cup of coffee, kita tak kopi hari ni lah.
Kopi itu yang orang Melayu suka tu. Cik, orang Malaysia memang suka minum kopi kat tepi gardennya dengan hijaunya, dengan air yang
pisang goreng, keropok lekok.
Yes, that is Malaysian. My goodness. So this is the integration.
So you can see that. that 5 senses, how it plays. And we're having this, sitting down in nice, beautiful place, nice soothing sound, nice smell, makan, minum kopi during full moon or starry night or sunrise, sunset.
Beautiful.
So I always preach this. This is a universal language. Wherever you go, you say you can go to overseas, anywhere, you tell them about this experience, you can see sparkle in their eyes.
Beautiful. Well, this is the particular concept, the 5 senses. And now, here's what I want to ask as well. You've got the water feature, and there's quite a bit of space over here. Although you have a small space, you can still make it interesting because, once again, I say a lot of people live in high-rise buildings, and they'll definitely ask, where am I going to have my heaven on earth in my house?
Yeah, this is exactly the expression of that small little patch of land in terrace houses. Okay, even for balcony, you also can have this, because these are mobile. They are very mobile. You can move them about. You can string them or you can expand them.
Wow. So can I have something like this? Because this looks like a standard balcony size for most Malaysian condominiums.
That's right.
You can fit.
You see, somebody can sit there, and then you can put your glasses there. So it's all functional.
It's all functional.
But the most important thing I want to say here, Nas, is actually, you'll be so proud if you have foreign friends who come by. You can come sit down in my Malaysian garden.
Beautiful.
Rather than you want to say, oh, come sit down in my Japanese garden.
True.
Yeah.
True. All right. So, okay. Let's talk about price point. Very sensitive as well. As you were saying, global economy, things are not going so nice as we go into 2009. How much would a simple setting like this cost? I call this simple because there are more elaborate things here in TerraGarden.
Well, I mean, I would like to express this first, Nas. Actually, a lot of Malaysians, we spend a lot of food for stomach. Any celebration. Like Chinese New Year coming, reunion dia makan, Hari Raya makan, everything makan. But we forgot that food for our soul. All right.
Right.
So this is exactly how actually we could have food for our soul. What I meant is actually
food for the soul.
That's right. And you could actually sit down and enjoy and having good time.
And all of this in the comfort of your own home.
That's right. And for price, I think well, we started from about 4,000 plus and onwards. You can have a simple setup.
Simple setup,
That's right. But I also like to commend this. Just like interior designer would do your interior room, your kitchen and all that, how they plan. Same thing that you have to plan for your outdoor room.
And of course, you provide this service.
That's right,
you plan your whole setup for them. Of course, subject to approval lah.
Yeah, don't worry about the budget, because the budget is actually depends on the requirement, and the planning is most important.
Planning is most important.
That's
yes.
right.
Plan your work, your plan. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, because you can actually, if you short a budget, you can plan phase by phase. But normally, house owner, what mistake they make is actually they're so focused on interior that the outdoor is actually for last.
They forget the exterior.
And normally, bila dah last tu, budget pun sudah last.
So maybe planning ahead in advance, if you want to have your little old heaven inside your house, planning ahead. That's one tip that, of course, Desmond would like to put across. And wow, you can have cars over here as well as a parking lot down there. And okay, one last question, again, I say, when people see all this, they think, hey, this one Balinese concept ke? Is there any distinct features within Neo Nusantara that you can distinctly say is Malaysian? Like, let's say, this scaffolding over here.
Yeah.
This
you look at this lattice.
This lattice work, yeah?
Okay, the lattice work. You imagine the difference between all these lattice work. English lattices, they are diamond shaped.
Yes.
All right. Japanese lattices are uniform squares. If you look closely, our expression here is actually based on this kain plekat, sarong. All right.
Yes.
You can't find this in Balinese expression, and you can't find it in Thai garden and all that. So our interpretation has been embedded for the past. We've been published also for the past 9 years.
Wow. Wait, ada pattern. All right, and also besides the lattice work, you can also see some of the designs on the...
Look at the water feature there.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. The Thai, the Balinese use a lot of pot because of influence from China, and right?
Yes.
But the difference is for the Indonesian, actually, they fill up the water to the brim and it flow to the side. Okay, the Thai like to use it pouring from one pot to another. Right? The difference here, you can see that we have a catchment on top. And when the water flow out to the side, and we have aquatic light inside, it creates this rippling effect.
Yes.
That's right. So this expression also is something original from us here. And
Malaysian.
That's right. We work with a group of people from Cemor Ipoh.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
So the designers, artisans, like you said earlier, are all Malaysian as well.
Yes.
And hence you have that Malaysian flavor for New Nusantara.
That's right.
Congratulations, Desmond. I really must say thank you very much for taking or bringing us through a walkthrough of what Neo Nusantara is all about. And well, for our viewers out there as well, we've got a map, an address on where you can find TerraGarden, because this whole place, as far as I'm concerned, is heaven on earth, especially for those of you who love the great outdoors and who want to keep close to your roots. So maybe some of you grew up in the kampong, you know, and you really want to have that kampong in your own backyard. This is the place to be. So take a look at some of these designs, and if you like them, take a look. TerraGarden Sdn Bhd, that's the address right over there, and we've got a small map for you, just in case you want to take a drive down here and take a look at what Desmond Ho has to offer here at TerraGarden. Once again, thank you once again. If there's a website address that people can go to, is there a website?
Yes, Naz, you can always log into www.terragarden.com.my.
Very simple.
Or you just type Google TerraGarden, you should be able to get it.
Wow. If you're on Google, you can be found on Google, you are definitely on the world map. Good stuff. And that's something Malaysians can definitely be proud of, and you can have a bit of Malaysia right in your backyard. My name is Nazruddin Rahman. Thank you very much once again. And right now we're going to go for a quick break. Back to the studio after this with Will and Joe to wrap up The Breakfast Show.